So hello again in the tennis game Refactoring Kata. We were in red, we are on green, we have refactored the 15 love to be one class. So now we don't have anything failing and we have no new ideas for refactoring. So let's uncomment new test and see it failing. Undefined method player 2 score for tennis, okay. So player 2 score. I'm just trying to always write the minimal code that, undefined method score for new class. So this one should return some new instance. So now I can type, the expected instance is to be 15 all. So we are returning 15 all. And let's pass this immediately, even though my tests are still not requiring this. Run the code, and it's probably failing for right. So I always check whether the reason is correct. Yes, it's correct. So 15 all. We need the same. Okay, let's just copy this, and it should fail. Expected, but was 15 love. So 15 all is the expected result for whatever is the order. Good. Now we are passing this. So this is correct. So it was red, green. Or can I refactor something? We don't always need to refactor, right? So let's just carry on. What would be the next one? So the next one after we are 1-1, probably 2-1 would be fine, because that would let us be more driven. So I'm choosing the order of tests because that makes it easier to be driven. So now 15 all doesn't have player 1 score. 15 all. Player 1 score, and if I run it, probably something about nil class. Yeah, no, nothing for nil class. Okay, so after 15 all, we are going to 30-15. Yeah, and a disclaimer and a reminder, I have no idea if this whole design makes overall sense, and I will not claim that this is better. I just want to have it and see it, and if I'm fast enough with my coding skills, my refactoring skills, it should be like, obviously now I'm recording a video, so everything is just much slower than I would do this without recording. But the idea is that instead of guessing whether this design would be nice or not, let's just implement it, and we can always roll back, right? It should be worth it. Okay, so 30-15. Yep. Okay, we can probably grab this and it should be like this. Yes. So again, red, green, and this is fine. So now let's see 1, 2, because this one should fail. Undefined method player score for player 2 score for which makes sense. So this is nice because we are really driven by the tests, and we want to have this line, but we want to pass player 2 in the different order, I think. Or was it? Yeah, it's a different player 2 score. Yeah, so player 2 should be first, right? And now 30-15 if player 1 is the expected player 1, and it's 15-30 if player 1 equals expected player 2. Yeah. So this is interesting, and now I see that this thing is kind of repeating as a pattern. So maybe at some point I will try to refactor this. Also, in some situations, the score method accepts some parameters which are never used. So some new code smells are appearing, and it's really important, I believe, to really watch very closely at what my code is telling me, because otherwise it will just, I will just create a new kind of mess, and this will be not better at all. Maybe the whole idea of having one class instead of two is wrong, because if always shows me a problem. Maybe it's just, wrapping this with some value object. I'm not sure. Also, the problem, actually, I think I know what is the current problem. The current problem is something that is actually screaming from this code once you're familiar with the CQRS idea. The idea of CQRS is that our objects or our systems should be, or modules, they should either be about commands, so changing something, or they should be queries, so asking for some state. And as you can see, the problem is around the score method, which is a query method. So all our objects are mixing the change of state with the query method. And that's actually the higher level, the root problem of some screaming code smells in here. So now it's more visible to me. Now I was verbalizing what is the problem, and I was reminded of this CQRS idea. So it's good to have, I believe it's good to collect many different techniques. So you don't have to be, applying CQRS always everywhere. But once you have like ideas like CQRS or functional programming or immutability, like even from different worlds, they can bring you some ideas how to improve the code or why the code is telling you that there is something wrong. So I think that's why it's worth collecting the ideas and then just iterating, okay, this is CQRS missing here. So at some point in this video series, we'll implement CQRS. Thanks.